Hey guys, it's Carter. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are all having a great and amazing day today. Now in today's video, we are going to be talking about my swing trading strategy. This is going to be the only swing trading strategy you need. Honestly, I've been using this since I've been a beginner with swing trading. I've been swing trading full time for about 4 years, and this is pretty much my main style, my main strategy. So by the end of this video, you guys are going to learn everything about it. So I hope you guys all enjoy it. If you guys get anything in value out of this video, hit that like button, subscribe. If you guys are new to the channel, new to the team, we talk about everything money, stocks, money management, trading, investing. So subscribe, join the team. So let's jump into it. Let's go. So before we talk about my trading strategy, first we have to understand what swing trading is. So swing trading in simple terms is when you buy a stock, you hold it for more than a day, but less than a year. When you buy and sell a stock during the same trading day, that's considered a day trade. It's a way different style, strategy, mindset. Now, when you guys buy a stock and you hold it for more than a year, that's considered a long-term investment, and it's a different tax bracket, strategy, and mindset as well. On average, I do hold my swing trades for about near and around 2 weeks. Now that we understand that, now let's turn to the computer and look at my swing trading strategy. All right, so starting out, you guys are gonna need a broker. The broker that I use is the one and only Moomoo. It's completely free, commission free, and they do have a stock scanner on it that does work fantastic. It's one that I would highly recommend for charting and everything like that, and that's gonna be the one that I'm using today. Now, I understand that you guys may be using Robinhood or other brokers that are fantastic, that are great for you. So another good service that we're going to be using is the one and only Finvest. Now, Finvest is completely free. It's another stock scanner. And if you guys want me to make a Moomoo scanner or a Robinhood scanner, just let me know down in the comments and I'll make one for you guys. So this one here is on Finvest, so we all can use it together. Now, once you guys load up Finvest, you guys will notice the top three, the top four indexes, the Dow Jones, the NASDAQ, S&P 500, the Russell 2000, and you can kind of instantly look at it and see where the market's at today. So you'll notice we've actually had a pretty mixed day where the Dow Jones was up, but yet the NASDAQ and the S&P were down and the Russell was up. Now, as we scroll down, we have the top gainers, the top losers, the S&P 500 map, so you guys can get a general layout of what's going on in the market. It's always super important because you never want to go into anything blind. Now down in here, we got the overall trend lines. We got major news off to the right here. We do have, insider buying. We do have insider trading, earnings coming up. Then we have forex, bonds, futures. Now for me, the most important tab here is going to be the screener tab. The screener tab is going to be your bread and butter. This is going to be how you find opportunity in the market. Now for me, I always make sure I have my broker up, because actually that's going to be how I analyze the stock, is on that. I use this almost just as the scanner. I don't use it for any charting or anything like that. So what I do is very, very simple. I go to this all tab, so it puts the descriptive, the fundamental, all in one place, so I'm not actively clicking between the two. Then the first thing I always like to change here is the price. Now the price for me, I like to go under 30 or even under 20. Now starting off, we can go under 30 and we always can change it down the road. Now looking at it, you guys will notice we still have 5,590 stocks still left. So we got some work to do. The next thing is average volume. As a swing trader, something that's super important is volume, because you want people buying, you want people selling, you want momentum, and you want people. That's very, very important. You never want to go into something with no one buying it and no one talking about it. So for me, anytime I trade, I like to go over 500 or over 750. We'll go over 500 or 500,000, and we always can change it down the road. The next thing here is the relative volume. Relative volume pretty much is just the overall demand for the company. The higher up you go, so like over 10, these are going to be very, very risky and very, very volatile companies that could make you a lot of money, but overall lose you a lot of money. So for me, I like to go over 0.5 or even sometimes over 1. We'll go over 0.5 and we always can change it down the road. So you'll notice we've dropped it from 5,590 to about 1,100 here. So we still got a little bit of work left, but The next criteria is going to be probably the one that really knocks off most of these companies. It's the pattern. The cool thing about FinVez is they have pattern recognition, so you don't have to look at 1100 stock and find an opportunity. What I love to look for with my swing trades is a stock that has buying pressure, so it has an appreciation, it has an upward trend, and it's gotten a little bit of some sell-off down to support line. Honestly, it's that easy. People love to just overcomplicate their swing trades, and for me, I feel like if I have so many scanners, so many things with my swing trades, I'm going to get confused, I'm going to get overwhelmed and lose money. So the most basic thing that I can do is keep my strategy basic, honestly. So what I do is I go channel up strong. Now for me, you guys will notice that dropped 1100 all the way to 12 stock, which is awesome. Now I like to click chart so I can just get a general idea of where the markets are at. So something like CARG does look relatively interesting. So what we see that we have an upward trend, right, that has gotten sell off down to a support line. So the next thing I do is I pull it up on here, CARG. I believe I may have looked at this one in the past. It's been a while though, so it does take a second to load. Now once this is loaded, what I always like to do is zoom out and just try to get a general idea of where the market's at today. So one thing I always like to do is click the 1-day tab. This just kind of gives me a general idea of where the market is with the stock. So looking at it, since 2019, it's been pretty volatile. We've had some great runs up to $57, another great run up to $52. Recently, it sold off down to about $9, and then we've gotten buying pressure pretty much ever since. So you guys will notice we have that upward trend. So I always like to draw out those. So just draw out these trend lines like such. Boom, there's one, and we can draw out two. So just like that. So there could be a possible move from 1840 back up to about $21. You'll notice we had that gap, that major gap down. It does look like they released some earnings. So before I jump into this, I would always really want to look at the earnings and kind of see what's going on. But if that's just say the earnings was good or bad, it does look like it was pretty bad just because of that major gap down. But what a possible swing trade could be is hopping in at 1841, selling at 21. We understand we have buying pressure, and we understand that there's been a tendency of getting some buying pressure on this trend line, right? Once, twice, 3 times, now 4 times here. So you'll notice right in here, you see these long wicks on the bottom of these candles. That represents buying pressure. So you'll notice we are getting things bought up, which is really, really nice to see. So I think for me to really hop into this thing, I want to look at this earnings. If the earnings is okay, then you could hop in at 18, set your stop loss below those wicks, so at about 1750. So you're risking about $1 to possibly make, even if we get a squeeze back up to here, $1 to possibly make $1.50, which is okay. But if we get that squeeze up to 21, $1 to possibly make $3, which is a great risk and reward. So let's move on to see if there's any opportunity elsewhere, just because I think that one for me, I don't like that major gap down. So something like this one right here does look great as well. DFEM, you'll notice upward trend. DFEM, we'll pull it up here. DFEM, boom, boom. So this one here, we'll go ahead, we'll zoom out like such. Boom, boom. You guys will notice very, very similar. We can draw out those trend lines. Whoops, like such. We can go ahead and just move that like that. So just like that, we'll draw out this one here. So this one does look a lot better, just because you'll notice that we've seen a lot more buying pressure coming in near and around that this 24 mark. It's hit it several times. We've gotten some buying pressure, but also on this trend line, we've definitely have a tendency of getting buying pressure. So hopping in at once, twice, even 3 times, we see an opportunity. So this one here, very similar. Right now it is 24.09. So you set your stop pretty much below the lowest wick. So at about 23.60. So you're risking about 40-ish cents, 50 cents to possibly see this thing squeeze back up to this, which is at about 25. So you're risking, that's just say 40 cents to make $1, 2-to-1 risk and reward, which is great. So something like this I definitely would look into. But as a swing trader, we just continue to go. As a trader, a lot of people think you need to always constantly be trading. That is not the case at all for me. I would rather find a solid opportunity that I am super confident in rather than a risky stock that I'm not confident in. Something like this, you'll notice we've got tendency of getting buying pressure near and around 28. Go ahead, pull it up, analyze it. As a swing trader, it's super, super important to just look at all of your opportunities because, like I said, as a swing trader, you could have the best trading strategy, the best mindset, but if you're not picking the right stocks, you're going to lose money 100% of the time. So another great one is this horizontal S/R strong. That's support and resistance strong. These ones here don't have as much buying pressure, I've noticed. Occasionally we'll find something like this looks awesome. ECH. This is the kind of the one I think we've been looking for. ECH, boom, boom. So once we see this one, you guys will understand why I love it so much. Boom, boom. Let's go ahead. Let's draw these out like that. So you'll notice every time buying pressure once, twice, even 3 times, boom, exploding up. The next one here, we can go ahead and draw out that resistance way up here. So really, you could hop into this thing at 29. Set your stop loss pretty much just below 29. So you could set it below, at about 28.90. So you're risking, just say 50 cents to possibly see this thing squeeze up to $2. You're risking 50 cents to make $2, which is a great risk and reward. So this would be a swing trade that I would really, really look at and just start practicing. As a swing trader, you need to paper trade, finding opportunity, finding these swing trades, finding. But if you don't, it's always better to just sit on the sidelines, watch what happens, maybe set some alert. So if you're looking into trading this, set an alert, see what's going on, constantly know, about your swing trades. And it's a great strategy that I honestly highly recommend. I cannot stress it enough. And keep practicing, do as much research as you guys can before you guys trade, and just start paper trading. I cannot stress that enough, guys. But you guys will notice the main reason I love it, heavy buying pressure right here. You guys will see it's very undervalued on the RSI, meaning we have a higher chance of getting buying pressure put back into it. It has that trend line that we absolutely love. So all these indicators are leading that we're going to get a lot of buying pressure in the next couple of days. So this is how I swing trade. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. This is my strategy and my mindset. So I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. If you guys did, hit that like button, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.